Hello everyone, it's time for talks. Okay. So, besides having to fight the evils of sleep, we're going to play Umineko. Yes. God, I was fucking so tired. Today, this morning, and even now I'm somewhat tired. God. I don't know why I couldn't sleep last night, but I couldn't, and it sucked. But we're here now, so we're gonna be going into some Umineko, if I can stop burping, at least. Okay. Start. Load. This one. Okay. The boat carrying the relatives docked at Rokajima Harbor. They left the boat one by one, making fun of Valor. Goto was the only one to greet them. Ken was there too. It's been quite some time, everyone. Allow me to welcome you to Rokajima. I hope that your long journey went smoothly. Welcome to Rokajima. Ah, good. Go to compliment Ken and whisper. Can't ignore this, looking just though sour, and can you greet the incoming relatives? Basically saying, shut the fuck up, you dumb shit. You don't know things like I know. This is your first time meeting Goda-san and Kanekun, isn't it, Balor? Ew! It's my first time meeting Balor, too! That's weird. Correct me if I'm incredibly wrong, but wasn't Canon not at the dock during the first episode? I swear to... Goda-san's a splendid chef. Ken has never come down to the dock to greet them. That's what I thought. Oh, that's what's weird. Yeah, he's here now, though. Yep, very strange. I am most honored! Battle-sama, I do hope that you look forward to your meal during your stay! I can't wait! He was moving dirt in the first episode. I remember that part. Somehow. I'll be looking forward to it. It's good to see you again, Kanekun. You seem to be in high spirits today, too. That's great. You think so? Oh yes, her face is looking brighter than ever today. I can tell if your complexion of your gaze looks a little bit more gallant. Must be a growing phase. That's how a boy becomes a man. You look as though you're about to pass out from anemia? Anemia. You're a bit different today. Got a bit of vigor. A boy can change a lot in just 3 days. I guess this means even Canon-kun's getting a bit more manly. We aren't making fun of you, okay? We're all complimenting you. Canon had sworn that in starting day he would start changing the way he lived bit by bit. However, it meant to change within himself and not expected it would show on the outside. It was a big shock to hear that expression had changed that much. That people had apparently noticed as soon as he opened his mouth. No. The real surprise should have been that his normal expression looked so incredibly sullen in comparison. Ah, yes, Shannon, normally the depressed one. How could we forget about them and their infinite amounts of depression? Go led the way up to the guest house. Cannon brought the rear, helping carry some Kurosawa shopping. Does my face really look that bright today? Looks that way to me as well. Did something good happen? Even Kurosawa was saying it. Again, I'm ready to see what his own face looked like, hung his head in embarrassment. Cannon looking happy, it's unnatural, it's obscene. Bowser's game is even stranger than Lambda's. I suppose you can say that. Not necessarily correct, but you could certainly say it. When they reached the rose garden, they could see others entering the guest house. Then he saw Jessica running towards him from there. Is even my lady Jessica going to say that I'm in a good mood today? Cannon hung his head even deeper. And so, as though he couldn't control himself, Cannon spoke first. Please don't say anything stupid. Do I really look that different? Yeah, Cannon, you don't look like you want to kill yourself today. Isn't that incredible? Actually, I'm just realizing, have we ever seen Cannon actually, like, smile in the game so far? I'm actually trying to think back on that now. Have we ever seen Cannon smile? I don't think we actually have seen Cannon smile at all. Huh. White shadow. Interesting. Huh? Well, you know. You recall seeing a smiling sprite before? Ark, try your hardest to think. Did you see that before now, or do you see that after now? Because I am trying to remember, like... I mean, like, an actual smile, too. Like, not a neutral expression or a... stuff. Like, I'm really trying. I'm having a hard time remembering. Usually, at best, they look kind of neutral. You, aren't easy to type to come out and say hello on your own accord. That's probably why everyone's surprised. I apologize for not going with you earlier, my lady. Huh? Oh, don't worry about that. When was that? And what, like, the only time I can think of where he might have smiled is, like, back during Jessica's concert. That's, like, the only time I can think where he might have smiled. Don't worry about that. I'm the one who's asking for you to come all the way to Nijima with me just to meet everyone. I know how busy you must have been today. I didn't have anything particular to do. You think it was more wily? You have about humorous and outright happy. He was just so dazzling. So dazzling I couldn't bear to be with you. It was just sweet. Jessica faltered, unsure what Ken was talking about. I fucking would too. It's like, oh, I've accepted that Canon's never gonna love me. Says shit like that. What the fuck are you doing, Canon? I know it's a word, Dark Bit. I just can't remember how to say it, so I'm giving up. However, she realized that this was something too important to be laughed off. Did something happen for Kanakun? In front of his family as well. Yeah, no, it's absolutely absurd. Like, if I was Jessica, I'd almost be panicking because of the situation. I'd be like, holy shit, wait, is Canon actually coming on to me? Wait, does Canon actually like me? Wait, I thought that wasn't something that was allowed. I thought they weren't going to do that. Wait, hold on, are they taking first step? What? No, that'd be me if I was Jessica, because it's just fucking like, holy shit. Shen says she's going to get married. I see. So Georgie-san is gonna propose this year. God, was my off-basis prediction that Jessica might know about Canon's truth actually correct? That'd be insane. Even crazier, that would mean fucking Jessica's bi. Or maybe just gay. Sure, actually, what would be in that case. Jessica thought this change in Canon's spirits was probably caused by a change in his state of mind. She thought that he was sad that he and Shannon would soon be parting ways. Canon realized that Jessica was probably thinking this. So he spoke to her clearly and honestly. Because he wanted her to know. I had long decided that if Nisa never quit, I would stop working here as well. I know. So, are you gonna quit too? Jessica is canon sexual. I see. Also, God, like, my reasoning back then for why I thought Jessica might know Canon's gender was fucking weak as shit. The fact that I thought Canon was a girl was weak as shit. Just a gut feeling, and it looks like all that might end up being true, which is... I have to pull up the car. I need a fucking button on here that just flashes on screen. Not taking Gnosis, I swear. I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure, and I feel that if I quit, I might lose lose sight of something that your dazzling sunlight revealed to me. Jessica was stunned and didn't understand what he was saying. However, she did realize he was trying to tell her something important. And so she was able to accept that his next words were neither a lie nor a joke. My lady Jessica, I love you. I love you too! You live your life like the sun. I want to try walking that path alongside I have a feeling that with you, I'd be able to get away from the part of myself that regarded me with contempt to call me furniture. You aren't furniture, Ken. You aren't furniture, Ken. And you weren't born just so you can become a servant. Victor barely said anything. Victor, I would like to inform you, nothing has happened, yet everything has occurred. You have missed all the important bits and are in time to be confused. A boy your age should have the right to enjoy much, much more. When he's dazzled. You're so dazzling I can hardly see it. These are my genuine feelings. I'm sorry for trying to hide them from you for so long. I apologize for hurting you that day in my cowardice. That's okay. It's just hearing that makes me so happy. So, in order that I can continue to be with you, I plan to stop being furniture. I ask that you give me some time to do that. Please forgive this last bit of weakness. There's nothing weak about you. Please show me. I'm encouraged by saying it to change yourself from the way you used to be. So support you to the end and I will rush you until you're ready. If I'm the sunlight guiding your path, it's because I want to shine more brightly than anyone else so that you don't look only at me. Sorry, my voice is kind of shit right now. Without you, I never become like the sun. Also, I haven't had to voice Jessica in like fucking God. How long has it been since I had to voice Jessica? So, I'll wait. As long as needed. Thank you, my lady. I don't want to be my lady to you anymore. May I call you by your name? Sure. Oh, but only when we're alone, okay? She died instantly in 5, so, yep, it's been... How long has it been at least? It's been like fucking 40 or 35 hours since I got to speak as her. That was really shit for me. Oh shit! Oh shit, he's smiling! She's smiling! They're smiling! Oh, fuck! Good point. Nissan and George-sama are doing the same, it seems. If Shannon hadn't told you about that engagement, you wouldn't have said what you said just now, right? Getting on his head for at a loss for words for some time. But it's true. If Shannon had told him about the engagement, he probably wouldn't have been having this conversation at this moment. No, I wouldn't. Her words allow me to think seriously. Oh, come on! Here's how Shannon, you want to see what love felt like for yourself, right? Yes. That's a pretty straightforward answer. Well... And once those two, I was pretty envious myself. In truth, the real reason was for both of them. They had been shown the courage that was needed to confess to the one they loved. There's a reason for both Kennen and Jessica. Let me just... Fuck. I just finished eating my fucking... Hey, give me... Yeah. Sorry. Felt sicky, didn't like that. Had to wash hands. You forgot how good Jessica's voice actress was. Oh yeah, no, she's good. It's a shame... It's a shame she's been dead for like 2 episodes straight, essentially. So, what should I call you? Jessica would be nice. Saying like that would be a bit embarrassing. That is nothing I was looking for. There it is. Alright, caught up. Hi! Welcome to the catch-up, Victor. Everything has happened, yet nothing has occurred. She got cool in episode 4. Yes, she did. That was... that was multiple days ago. Like, even if I hadn't... that was literally more than 24 hours ago. Candace smiling. Weird. Yes. Can you stand up, Lisa, first? Oh, why not try it out? Come on. Jessica-san. Yeah, how do you for now? I like you by your name, Kennen-kun? You have a real name besides Kennen, don't you? No way. You're not gonna drop that on us. You're not gonna drop Kennen's real name here, right? I bet it has Ka in it, like Kennen does. What could it be? Holy shit, they dropped it! Yoshia! I was not expecting them to drop it. Holy shit. I do not know what the meaning of that is. Okay. You're not wrong there, Zane. You're not wrong in the slightest. My name is Yoshia. How do you write it? Jessica tried tracing out various characters on the palm of her hand. Then Ken used his own finger to write out his name on her hand. Like this. Yoshia. So, you're Yoshia-kun. Yeah, that's a great name. Sayo and Yoshia. Sayo Yoshika. Yoshia. Yoshia? Yoshia. I wonder if those two names have any relationship to each other. Totally better than my weird name. That's not true. Your name just as... Hey, say that again? Huh? Your name, Jessica, is... One more time! Your name, Jessica, is something wrong? Oh my god, that's adorable! Oh my god, that's adorable! It's nothing. Thanks. Yoshia-kun? The red flowers of the rose garden seem to separate the two lovers whose feelings had finally connected. The scene was watched by one not human who gazed out quietly from beneath the rose garden arbor. It's Beatrice, right? Right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Beatrice, you're sad for a variety of reasons. Something those two never called each other by their names until now. Jessica hadn't known Ken's true name. Ken hadn't called Jessica by her name. By calling someone by their name, people acknowledge the worth of that person's soul. So I'm guessing this never happened in reality. This little sweet moment, I'm guessing, never happened, which is why Beetle might be crying right now. That's why names are sacred. Receiving permission to speak one means your soul has been acknowledged. Is that why Father wants me to call him by his name? No, that's probably wrong. When Father sees me, he reminds me of that other me, past me. I'm not sure that me called Father by his name. However, that probably doesn't mean Father would be happy to hear me call him by his name. After all, I mean, I am me, and not that Beatrice my father knows so well. What can I do to help Father? How can I be helpful to him? That's the only reason I was born. Hang her head. You just sat all alone in the Golden Lands Arbor that was next to the Rose Garden. This video doesn't know what happened in reality, though. Not incorrect there, Ark, but like, I suspect that what we're seeing here never happened. I suspect this nice scene where they get to tell each other their feelings, I suspect might never have happened in reality. The scene was watched by the witch of theater going, Umineko, as they sat across from each other. I wonder why they decided not to translate Miko as Shrine Maiden. Like, I don't know, that strikes me as a bit odd. Like, why wouldn't you translate Miko as Shrine Maiden? Is there any real reason not to? Poor kid. I never thought I'd see you feel compassion for Beto. Miko is more fun to say. Yes, it is. It'd be too cool to call this Beetle and the former Beetle the same person. They're completely different people. Maybe that, by the rules, this Beetle is the Beetle. However, saying that would be horribly unfair to her. Battler must be very depressed to have revived his former adversary and have things end up like this. I can sort of understand Oni-chan's despair. We're getting to know this child feels as well. No person can be a replacement for another. Not even the past version themselves. Compared to the young boy and girl who had found new versions of themselves and called each other by their true names, this witch looked very feeble. The witch knew that she was an illusion creating the image of a person that once was. And she also knew that it would only hurt Battler to try and pretend to be that person. And even so, this Beetle wants to be useful to Battler. How admirable. Is that the purpose of the witch known as Beatrice? That's what she claims. She says she could be of service to Battler. So, the Beetle who was born for Oni-chan's sake eventually commits a serial murder. Jack's only chance of a bizarre game that's caused eternal torture? Oh, by the way, I was having thoughts, by the way, about the story. Something of interest that happened that I was thinking about is this. Beto says there are two things. Beto says that if Balor hadn't come back this year, then nothing would have happened. The deaths and murders wouldn't happen. She also says that it wouldn't have happened if he came a year later or a year earlier. Presumably, if he came a year earlier, she would immediately try and get with Balor. If he came a year later, she would have already had her decision made. Now, I was thinking about this, and it was this question. Why would anyone else kill... Like, if anyone else except Beatrice did the murders, why would their reasoning for the killings change? Why would they not kill anyone if Balor didn't come? And why would they kill anyone if Balor did come? That was something I was thinking about. Like, I obviously don't know why, and it makes me wonder, like, what could possibly be the reason for that? Kinzo's death and the money issue? See, I don't disagree there, Zane, but I would like to point out that those things still happen even if Balor isn't there. That's the issue. So, like, okay, Balor doesn't come this year. That wouldn't have anything... Yeah, exactly what Darkbit's saying. The issue is, if someone else other than Beatrice set up these murders and everything, why the fuck does it matter if Balor's there or not, you know? Like, what does Balor's presence change? Why does he change someone's motive to let things pass or stop everything and kill? It's a question that raises over my head because I don't know. I like, it makes me question, is Beatrice blaming herself for what happens, or is she being truthful? Is she really, like, directly responsible for the killings? I suspect she's not directly responsible for the killings because, like, her behavior and everything else just doesn't quite line up with that. So it begs the question of, like, why would is she only saying that these never would have happened if Balor hadn't come because she believes it to be the case? Or is that truly the case? Absolutely. I'm not sure. I don't get it. Did she say that she was responsible? I don't believe she said she was responsible. I believe her exact wording was something like, if you hadn't commit, it's because of your sin that people died. Like, I think that's what she said or something along those lines. So she is saying it's Balor's fault, but she's also was said, like, if he hadn't come, then nothing would have happened. Which is very odd, for obvious reasons. Because that would make me think, like, oh, Beatrice did it. But then I think about that more, I'm like, why the fuck would she kill... Like, let's ask this as a reasonable question. Why the fuck would Beatrice kill George and Cannon? Why would she feel guilty if she wasn't responsible? That's another question, Darkbit, that I can't answer. Because there's two contradictions here, essentially. If Beatrice killed everyone, why the fuck would she kill George and Jessica? What reason would she ever want to kill those two? And two, if she didn't do the killings, then why does she feel responsible for the killings? And Maria's a good one there too, Victor. Why would she kill Maria as well? Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. Like, with everything we know about Beatrice, it doesn't make sense for her to kill everyone. Even if Balor came back and she had, like, all this conflict of feeling, I don't think she would kill everyone. I think that just doesn't fit with what we know her to be. So it becomes a question of why the fuck would she do it otherwise? She does it in the first game? Not incorrect there. In the second game, though... Ooh, that's... That's interesting to think about, actually. In the first game, neither die. In the second game, they both die, except... let's think about that for a second. Cannon is there when Jessica dies. Shannon is there when George dies. That's just a bit, that makes me a bit interested. Okay, you're not saying she is or isn't responsible, but the problem is Balor, Jessica, George have something to do with the deaths. If she doesn't kill, then why do her feelings matter? Yeah, that too, yeah. I mean, the mansion destroyed regardless, she's killing Maria no matter what, yes. But the question becomes, of course, like, why would she? Why, like, okay, Balor comes back, you fucking undergo mental trauma, and then what? Like, you know, let's say, okay, let's say that she knew Balor was coming. Let's say she knew fucking Balor was coming back a week in advance, or something like that. Okay. So she has a freak out, and then what? She's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make a bomb." like I don't know. Like that just seems a bit. Like then she spends a week making a bomb or some shit. Like I don't know if that makes a lot of sense to me. I get the feeling like Beatrice isn't really a mentally stable person, and remember, episode 4, she was constantly asking for her to be killed, and it's like, I don't know if someone who planned out like a killing for like a week or even like 3 days would then regret it that much. It's like, you had fucking time to think about it. Well, the plot started up during the summer, at least it wasn't a spur of the moment. Yeah, which makes me confused in that case, Darkbit, because that Beach is not mentally stable sounds like a hell of an understatement. Yes, absolutely, but I feel like she's not the kind of person, like, that would... I feel like she'd rather wallow in her own frustration and anger than decide, like, nah, I'm gonna kill everyone. I feel like she'd fucking wallow in her own emotions before she'd kill anyone, you know? Like, the only person I think Beatrice might have killed, and I can buy killing, is Kinzo. Like if she just fucking was like, Kinzo, drink this and kill yourself, and I feel like Kinzo would be like, you're actually Beatrice, I can tell 100%, and he'd do it. But, like, of course, that's a bit, something else. Ah, Dark Bitch has looked into the past. What have you uncovered? And yeah, I thought about this because I'm... Like, I feel like we have so many answers now, and then there's still these giant fucking questions, even now. It's like, who's Beatrice? Oh, it's Shannon Cannon. Shannon Cannon are the same person, they underwent trauma. Yeah, we understand that. And then you're just like, okay, why do they fucking do any of this? And it's just like, You know, the deaths do not matter to her. On the other side, the scale is solving the epitaph, which also doesn't matter to her. Yep. We know that Beetle gained something from the epitaph being solved, so she must have some motivation there. Personally, thinks she wants Valor solve it and inherit everything like in episode 5. She gains nothing from killing, she gains nothing from the solving of the epitaph. So what does she gain from the game board? And we kind of, I think it's something we were starting to conclude was that what she gains from the game board is kind of innate. It's like she gains something from Battler playing the game at all, which is where the big part is. The killings and the epitaph are just something to make him think about the game board and the people within it. So that's like the point. And so Battler thought about it and was able to come to the conclusion, reach the truth. So it just becomes a question of, if you go into the real world where everyone except Eva dies, or is at least gone. Okay, why? Why would Beatrice blame herself for that? It's a big mystery in my mind right now, and I'm so, like, I still don't know. And I feel I like it's one of those things that bothers me because I'm just like it feels like we've connected so much of the puzzle together. We figured out so much. We narrowed down like it has to be a bomb or something like that underneath the tunnels of Rokujima that results in a scenario where everyone's like it was an accident and no, there is no culprit. We don't do murder investigation and stuff, and like it solves a lot of the problems. So it's like it probably is a bomb because that just makes sense with everything with what the body's state was found in and the crime scene. But then you just have to think about everything else. So just like, why would someone do this? What is the reason? Why would someone not do it and stuff? It's just, it gets really complicated. Anyway, I should probably keep reading. I believe you also understand that one can become a different person over 1,000 years. At the very least, Peter's once a pure creature was born for Balor's sake. It's also very clear that in her current feeble state, some possess the courage or the motivation needed to bring about those horrifying serial murders. Well, what is the point of the bomb even? Can you just set off? Why play? Okay, I don't think I've said this, but I don't think there was any epitaph. The only things I think that happen on the island that actually happen in every game is, hey, there's a letter sent. And nothing else. That first letter to gather everyone up in the dining room, or at least get everyone together, I think that's real. Everything else, no, not at all. I think the only reason that letter exists is to gather everyone up together because it says, come together, solve the epitaph, and you shall gain the headship. And that's only existing to gather everyone up in one place. Besides that, after that happens, ba-boom, the bomb goes off. That's that's what happens in my mind, at least. I think it's almost instantaneous. The letter is just there to fucking get everyone to come over, essentially, into one location, and then set it off. In reality, I don't think the murders happened in this way. I don't think it was actually I don't think the killers played around like people do on the game board. I don't think that happened at all. And so, that means the sinister witch we all know must have changed during 1,000 years since your birth. We keep hearing this 1,000 years business. I get the feeling that those words just matter for a really long time, the word of witches. As you get closer to the world of gods, the concept of time becomes increasingly vague. 6 years can be 1,000, 1,000 years can be nothing more than a quick nap. One can fit an eternity long enough to be deserving of the title 100-year-old witch in a mere 2 weeks. In other words, the pure Beetle transformed into the cruel Beetle. During those 6 years, that could be called 1,000. So does that mean that something bad happened during the 6 years that made her hate Oni-chan? That doesn't make sense. During 6 years, Oni-chan not only stayed away from Rokujima, but even stopped using the Shromian name. Yep, and that's part of the problem. He stayed the fuck away. Oni-chan had nothing to do with her change. Okay, how do I explain? Okay, let me explain this to you, Angie, with a joke. You ever hear the joke about a guy's father going out to get milk and cigarettes and never coming back? Yeah, it's like... It's like that. That's what it's like, Angie. That's basically what Balor did to Beatrice. It's the seeming abandonment. It doesn't matter if father actually went out to get smokes and then got kidnapped by the Yakuza for 20 years. The promise was broken, you know? You know. Her hatred must be totally misguided. Okay, so Beetle was created after Balor left, but for Balor, but she didn't hate him originally. Great, you're making me think again, Darkbit. The stream's gonna be 5% progress and 100% thinking. Hey, it's Guadorian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so this is so this is where you are.
Why am I laughing that much at your comment, Ark? Fuck.
Shall I make you some black tea?
Kumasawa-san,
Kumasawa-san, there's something I'd like to know.
Very well, what is it?
私は
My name is
ベアトリーチェ
Beatrice.
という名前なんですよね。
If Shannon split off canon for some reason, either trauma or feelings to Jessica or the other reason, or other reasons, could Beatrice be the same in that regard? So, basically, right now, my current theory for why canon exists is essentially the idea that, oh, well, puberty happened, realized something with gender, and then fucking had a breakdown because they were either a guy raised as a girl who then learned they're a guy and still felt like a girl, and that made conflicting feelings, or they were a girl who had some kind of physical trauma happen that makes them feel like they can't be a girl anymore, so they think of themselves as a guy as well. Like, sadly, I don't feel like there's any good reason for canon's existence. Like, to put it lightly, like, I feel like it's trauma. It's way too much fucking trauma. Ooh. But I don't know for Beatrice necessarily. I'm not 100% sure how Beatrice would be there for, like, trauma. I understand why she might exist. Great one, because, fucking Kenzo. Damn, why do I gotta do him like that? Which one? Oh, my word for canon. Look, canon exists to help Shannon, but, like, it's still dark. You don't care if he's real or not, you love those two dorks. I mean, they are great. Kenzo relate trauma? Beatrice could theoretically exist as a way to kind of, like, cope with the expectations Kenzo laid upon her. It could be something like that.
Yes, that is correct.
Also, can anyone do the fucking search up for the name? I'm curious. For Yoshia. I'm very curious if that name has any meaning when you work with Shannon as well. Or, I mean, Sayo. Yoshia. Like, I don't know if that name has any meaning, but I would like to remind you that in Episode 2, there was a lot of emphasis put on Kanon's real name, which was just not given for some reason. The Shonda injury angle would be really work if Shannon was that baby for not too sorry, but the timing really doesn't add up. That seems more likely. It's not with the same characters? You checked? Okay. So I wonder what the meaning there is.
You are Beatrice-sama, Our Lady.
I'm not clever. Sorry, I'm not clever enough or Japanese enough to fucking know what that means, but it probably has a meaning. Also, that's an interesting thought, Victor. That's very interesting. So the thing is, as we talked about a while back, if Balor was the baby from Nachi's story, you can believe that because it's like, what's the difference between an 18 and 19-year-old, you know? Physically speaking, most people probably won't realize the difference ever. You know that's an odd spelling of kanji? Huh? Wait, why is that? Why is it an odd spelling in kanji? Also, what I was saying, the difference between a 16-year-old and a 19-year-old is usually a lot more obvious, I'd say. However, the Beatrice that father talked about isn't me. I am the real Beatrice. As in, it's not the normal characters used for Yoshia? Oh? What do the characters in it mean then?
Oh, well.
I think father wanted me to be that person. I think... Battler! I think father wanted me to be that person. But no matter how much I look like her, I'm a different person. I think that might be why he's disappointed in me. But that means you can't look them up because then you just get canon? Interesting. Have you tried gshow.org?
That isn't true. You are Beatrice-sama herself. They've lost the memory of the past after being newly reborn.
Also, 212%. This is just fucking what... This is not Battler treating Beatrice like this. This is just fucking replaying what happened. So we know that Shan can have some kind of body-related issues and it's the source of the furniture complex. Yes. We basically can guarantee that because when Shannon was saying her problems with like her and George getting together, she didn't say it was impossible. She said, I can't give him what he wants, which is a lot more telling than anything else. Maybe Kinzo did some messed up stuff to her? Oh, let's hope not.
And all your memories are still Beatrice-sama. You're the same person who the master loves.
So then, how can I regain those memories? You're not gonna attempt it. Very understandable there, Darkwood. Very understandable to not try drawing.
Oh, well.
Mino looked at Kumasawa with hopeful eyes, as though praying that she would tell her the way. Kumasawa averted her gaze unhelpfully, as though trying to say that she would only say such a way existed. If I can't regain them... Can you at least tell me what kind of person the Beatrice's father loved was?
That's something I can tell you, but...
I was born for father's sake, so I'm gonna go into which Beatrice that father desires. Thank you, Ark, for helping, and also Beatrice that doesn't fucking help me at all. Oh, I was born for father's sake. Yeah, thank you. That's so that helps clarify things so much. You were born for your father's sake, Speedo? Wow, are you talking about fucking Battler, Kinzo, or your real father? Please clarify greatly. I require it for understanding anything.
Beatrice-sama?
I can't use magic. If which father desires can use it, then I will learn. I will become the witch she desires. Man, is this the same actor who was doing Beatrice before, by the way? If so, if this is the same voice actor, because like if so, she's got fucking good range of acting capabilities. She sounds very different from her normal Beatrice. Impressive. That's the only way I can repay father for creating me. Yeah, it is. She does a fucking good job. That's admirable. After 1,000 years gone wrong, she really is an incredible kid. Oh, Chickable Witch. Oh, how very interesting. I've seen liking to her too, Angie. I shall allow this chick to make use of my study. Let's open the door which leads back to the world of witches. So you're gonna make her read aloud the stories about her previous self? Yes, I want to know too. Tell how the Golden Witch Beatrice was created. Is that my phone? Ah! What the fuck? Oh, was those looking at the dawn of the Golden Witch? Yeah. Victor, into the mines with you. You must find the truth there. Go now. Can't find much with the name praise, joy, exultation, exclamation, excitement, etc.
Very well. You wish it. Let's open the door once again.
Kumasawa-san. A spray of gold welled up around them. There was a cloud of gold butterflies. Yep, that's exactly what I was expecting to see. With a golden flash, the form of the old lady transformed to that of a witch in a dress. You must choose the path that you're to walk down. Oh, the name is super funny. The second character in Yoshia can be read as Kanon. Is that fucking Kinzo? Is every fucking name like that? God damn it, Kinzo, fucking... You're dead and I'm still bothered by you. Let's call it a path of roses. The beautiful blooming roses may celebrate you, and they may torment you with their thorns. But even so, it is the path that you once walked down. You may pass through the same 1,000 years. You may pass through a different 1,000 years. If you wish, you may return back the way you came. I'll move forward. I don't want to spend 1,000 years in this garden drinking tea. Beatrice, was born for father's sake. So I want to live for father's sake. Please, tell me about the Golden Witch. The Great Witch spread her arms, communicating Beatrice's unbending determination in the brilliant heavens. At that moment, a brilliant light covering the two of them. And before they knew it, they were in a strange study. There sat the great old witch who was the master of these archives, along with her Miko. Virgilia gave a deep and elegant bow. It is the greatest of honors to be in your presence. Lady Featherin Augustus Aurora, the majestic witch of theater-going, drama, and spectating. Raise your head, child of man. I shall give that child the privilege of browsing my archives as she pleases for a time. Angie, my Miko. See that she has no trouble. Sure, sure. As you wish, my master. You could just say that you want to hear, that you want to see her story, you know. Miko of the Witch of Theater-going, I leave Beatrice in your care. Pleased to meet you. Like a witch, you have stopped thinking about it and have therefore died. God damn it, Battler! Wait, nope. Sorry, reflex. God damn it, Dark Bit. The Beatrice you're trying to become was suffering from something. Or at least being released from that for now. Are you really on a journey to regain those shackles? Yes. I want to become the Golden Witch. That's the reason I was born. In order that her journey through Purgatory be a pleasant one, and that she might be granted protection as she travels, I ask your assistance by the name of the Endless and Finite Witch, Publius Virgilia Maro. Let me know that Miko of the Witch of Theater-going, and as the Endless Witch and Apprentice Witch Resurrection. I, Auntie Beatrice, do accede to your request and all that stuff. Featherin snorted. So, your name is also Beatrice? Yeah? Know a lot about you. Please teach me. What kind of person was I? Sure. No, why don't you teach me? Why did you become the person you were? In this archive, the fragments showing the tales of all your games up to now are stored as books. I read them, you should be able to learn everything that has happened before now. By reading them, I should be able to become a great witch? To become the Golden Witch, one must solve the epitaph of the goad. This trial cannot be skipped even by Beatrice herself. I'll do my best. So please, let me read the books in this archive. As worthy of admiration as ever. No idea why you want to go back to being like that so much. Okay, so that's confirmation. Of which part in particular? That to be Beatrice, you have to solve the epitaph, or that Beatrice has the goad? Is that what you're saying? I mean, if so, then yeah. That is just further confirmation of that.
I don't know what I was like then.
But if that me can be of use to father... We knew she had the go, but not that she had solved the epitaph. Oh, okay. I kind of assumed for a while now, because it felt like if she had the go, then I assumed she might most likely had solved the epitaph, but okay. If I can be of use to father, that is what I want to become. Angie sighed, resignedly? Never heard it used like that, but okay. She had no words with which to stop this girl from following her noble sense of purpose. After all, Angie was the Miko of the Witch of Theater going. Do nothing except watch on the stage. Yes, they weren't actually interfering with the play. This was just a bit of directing, to shine the spotlight onto the tale of Bito's past. Even this was nothing more than the Witch of Theater going, watching the play. And she sighed, rising. If you read, you will learn what kind of person the old Beatrice was. Sometimes chat is great. However, you must decide what you take from the experience. You're free to stay in the archive or leave the archive or return to the archive again later. In compensation, I will watch your play. Watch my play? It means you can do whatever you want. Thank you very much, Agusao, She likes it when you call her Featherine. Thank you very much, Featherine-sama. Having woven in by Featherine, Bito set out on a journey to discover herself. This is another time for the author to yell at you. Reread the old fucking stories, you dumbasses. Read them back. Don't read them once, read them multiple times. Dumb shits, read! That tale connected the old tale with the new one. It wove them together. The 1,000-year-old tale about a return to its starting point, becoming a snake eating its own tail. The ring of the snake began slowly, bit by bit, to turn into the shape of a small island floating in the sea. That island was Rokajima! 1,000 years of the witch born on this island was tied to this island. Was it 1,000 years or just 6? Or did the tale start even further back in the past? Beatrice went on a journey to find herself. The wind had been strengthening since a while back. The rain waves had grown fierce. The ferry boats probably wouldn't be coming in for a while now. No, we're still in true feelings. Holy shit. The crashing thunder told that the island had been sealed off from the outside world. A thick rain poured down, mocking the fools outdoors who had rushed pathetically to find shelter. No longer would anyone be able to leave this island. No longer would anyone be able to reach this island. No one unless blessed with a miracle. Oh, for fuck's sake. Go! Go away! No one wants you here, Erica. Piss off! Can we get Jessica as a detective? I'd fucking hey, Battler, give Jessica the detective role. It'll be fun. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. There's another flash of lightning. The retinas of all who saw it were filled with white. As that white faded, eerie silhouette pulled itself up at the raging water's edge. As though suddenly remembering, it coughed violently several times, truthfully studying out the seawater that filled its stomach. Then, tearing apart the Velcro of her life jacket, she asked the reason she had made him float here without so much as a thank you. Literally, Krause would be better. He is a crypto space tourism bro in 1986. An impressive feat that shows that he's obviously a witch. We have to confirm that Krause is a witch, for he understands the trends of how to be scammed. Okay, stop laughing, you bitch. I suggest not laughing evilly while you're in the middle of the fucking raging storm. Okay, let's see what happens.
Welcome in by a storm, same as always. Very good. And now you and I are going to have some fun, Paddler-san.
Yeah, you're gonna marry him. Man, I can't wait for that wedding. Man, you're gonna marry Battler. Don't worry, you don't have to consummate your love. You just have to be with him for always. Don't worry, the shackle around your waist is just there for show. No, you can't take it off no matter how much you want it. And I found it funny. The news about the drifter, Furuto Erika, quickly spread across Rokujima. Marrying Erika is up there with a list of fates worse than death. Of course! Now, imagine you have to fucking, like, will you marry Erika and have to try and have a nice relationship with her for 3 years? Or would you rather have to fucking be stuck on Rokujima during this entire shit? You choose! Both options suck ass! You don't... Erika was politely entertained. It was decided that she would be treated as a guest into the typhoon past. In the dining hall, Goda's wonderful dinner ended, and everyone was relaxing, enjoying some dinner, after dinner, coffee and cheese. Is cheese like a... Is that a normal thing to, like, have? I don't even know. You pick Rokujima, 90 days better than being tortured for 3 years. Ah, I see. I'm not even gonna disagree. Apparently, Bao was a bit relieved that Erika didn't come and turned into a good scapegoat. Joe wasted some of the attention to be getting piled on for finally coming back after 6 years. In fact, she turned out to be very talkative. What chapter am I on? The Based Battler! Based Battler! The chapter is literally called The Annoying Guest! I love it! Yeah! This is perfect! And the conversation turned to a sophisticated discussion of the mystery genre, even the adults were drawn in. Suddenly, did Big Rokujima and Erika came just to fuck them up. Oh, that fits into Dark Good, that fits too. Ah, yes, cheese is a good late night snack. Never knew that. Oh. She's apparently so well versed that even Naju, who had vast knowledge of the subject, was impressed. Good point! The strange family in Western Mansion on the ice of the island during a storm. Now that we have a detective shot, I take shelter from the rain, got all the major factors lined up. Shredded cheese at 3 a.m. hits different. I have never heard about this before. Huh.
Have no fear. No matter how difficult the crime, I will solve it.
Oh, what about last time?
That's a detective's job.
What are you labeled at in this episode? Let's see. From the pleasure boat, Eternal Maid 2, mid-cruise, washed up. Welcome as yes, you man drift through 7 miracles. Yep, okay. Same as per normal. How reassuring. In fact, I really quite enjoy it. Yeah, some kind of bizarre incident would occur now. That's just Team and Erica? True. I think I already read out. Did I read out? No, not Angie's side. Fuck if she comes in Angie's side. Yeah. Yeah, I already read this one, admittedly. Whether she wins or loses, it would be the last game, and there would be no further use for her. So she's gonna get killed after this game, seemingly. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry yet. I just hope I don't have to play the part of the victim. Don't be imprudent, dear. Here's hoping she doesn't come to Angie's side. Yes, I do not want her involved in that side of business. It'll be very annoying if she is.
Well, they say the human mystery genre is only about a century old. Its tricks and ideas are limited to recycled patterns, so there's nothing left to show.
The fuck are you talking about? What? I'm sorry, the human mystery genre is only around a century old? What the fuck are you even defining a mystery as then?
What kind of impossible crime or locked room murders might occur? It'll be nothing more than one of the same classes of tricks dressed up to look like something new. The only reason mysteries still make for popular books today is because of self-proclaimed fans who work off piece together knowledge and you have hardly read any of the classics.
I mean, take it from me, you don't have to be a fan of the classics or anything to understand what makes a good story. You really don't have to. You can understand what makes a story bad, what makes a story good very easily, Mrs. Third-Rate Detective.
They say classics you say to know about for something new and surprising through lack of proper study.
You know, I... Oh god. Okay, for those in the know, I want someone show me the first mystery novel was in 1980-60. Huh, didn't know that. Anyway, for those in the know, I want you to answer this question. How would Erica react to being in one of the 999 games? I must know. I must know. How would she react? I must know. Is there a fanfic? If there is a fanfiction, a crossover where Erica is put into one of the 999 games, Zero Escape games rather, please fucking link me that shit ASAP. I'd love to fucking read that. That would be glorious. Everyone couldn't help but gape at this imposing claim. If an age critic said that, they would have been one thing, but showed incredible bonus for a young person like her to say it so strongly.
Mystery is a genre that ended half a century ago.
Erica wouldn't be able to handle the nonary games. I would love to see her try though, Zane. I think it would be glorious. Can you deny that, Zane? That it would be glorious to see her try and fucking handle that shit? I think it would be amazing.
At least as far as I'm concerned. However, thanks to the Countess Ignorant Fools, I get to play my part as detective.
It would be fantastic if she would make all those years in a wrong, and then that gets her killed on most routes. Oh shit, yeah, she's probably dead on most routes. Even better. You know, if there is one big fucking shame about me, is that I know the Nonary game. I know all the escape room, not escape room, Zero Escape games plots decently well. Like, I know the overarching story really well, and I know the twists really well, because I got into a phase where I looked all into it and watched a lot of playthroughs. So sadly, like, I'm not allowed to have fun with those, you know? I'd love to have fun with those, but that ain't happening. By that argument, romance was perfect back in Shakespeare's time, and anything after that isn't worth reading. As you told me before, the Insomnium files are similar structure made by the same people. Right, I forgot about that. That is a fucking game I need to remember to buy. I forget, is that on Switch only? Well, I do have a Switch, so I theoretically can play it. I need to get an Elgato if I want to be able to do it, though. For stream, at least.
That's a good point. Then I suppose that as long as you read Romeo and Juliet, you essentially understand all romance, wouldn't you say?
Both are on Steam? Oh, thank goodness. I was kind of worried for a second there. That's ridiculous. Books are in competitions, I don't know who's read the most. But boasting that you've read all you ever need to read is just as wrong-headed. Just reading classics of the past, never anything new, is just being overly nostalgic, don't you think? That's to me like the excuse of no person who's too lazy to read anything.
That's fair. She's gonna need to read at least as much as you before I'll be able to beat you in an argument.
There are two of them, AS Omnium and AS Omnium Files Nirvana Initiative. Play the original first. Oh, I would have thought that the other one was a sequel by the name alone, but I'm guessing it's like a updated version or something like that. Me? I don't read. It is the sequel. Okay.
You said that last time. That's bullshit.
Ballard chuckled. Berger knew from the previous game that Ballard was actually quite an avid reader. So his words felt like more of a challenge. You're so confident in your reasoning abilities. Must be really good at quizzes and puzzles, right?
Alright, Mori, didn't you bring a quiz book or something?
Oh no, it's time for the fucking sheep and wolf puzzle. No, this is a reflection of episode. Oh, god damn it! If this is a reflection of episode 2, we're gonna go with fucking the sheep and wolf puzzle again. Oh, this might get complicated as shit for very annoying reasons.
Ew! Brought it!
Picking up Erica's arrogant statement that made the atmosphere a little tense, George smoothly changed the subject. I mean, now we know what the sheep and wolf puzzle actually means. Ah, yes, there is one sheep and 1,200 wolves. Damn, you still hate that Rosa was right. It might be the worst thing ever. You've heard of tsundere, now get ready for a girl that actually just hates you. There is no dere, there is just a yan. But now it was more than clear that she wasn't the charming guest she appeared to be. Maria pulled a book out of her bag that had quizzes and puzzles written in it and started posing it to everyone. The great detective knows jack shit. This man looked as though it would be a peaceful quiz party. Of course, that isn't what happened. In credit to our big talking, Erica managed to impress the ratio correct and meet the answers. Erica took complete control. Her bragging began to escalate more and more. Erica, this is literally books and puzzles for literal children. Erica, should you really be proud of yourself for being able to solve these? I mean, really? And there's a lot of evidence that Rosa was accomplished in episode 2. Not wrong, but also I feel like at some point Rosa was also not BSing entirely. George slightly regretted the choice he made when changing the subject.
106 matches. You didn't even write tournament chart for it.
Question, how many matches would you need for a tournament with 107 teams? Was answered instantly by Erica.
This is less a puzzle, more of a test of knowledge. There's a formula which shows the number of matches is always the number of teams minus 1. Well, if you just look at examples showing 3 matches for 4 teams and 7 matches for 8 teams, it would be easy to figure out the pattern. Erica, that's awesome!
Erica One-chan, right? Say it.
Erica One-chan, that's awesome.
Oh, really impressive. So, you don't call yourself a detective for nothing.
I couldn't very well act the part of a detective if I was incapable of handling puzzles of this sort.
Incredible. I'll sure you'll be able to be a real detective soon in the future. Oh, George, you should not have said that.
Well, I'm pretty sure I already am one.
Doesn't all thought about the answer to the questions. Erica always answered first. Rose always very rude for Erica to say answers out loud what people were thinking instead of keeping them to herself. But since Erica was a guest, Rose decided against mentioning it. In truth, Erica was perfectly aware of this when she answered the questions instantly. Each time she would grin broadly. As though saying, is it really taking you all this long such an easy problem? Since you're a great detective, you don't really need to take this so seriously, right?
Oh, you're right. You know, these are just childish questions. I've been taking them a bit too seriously. I'll take more care, so let's hear that question, please.
I'm curious now how Erica would do at, like, social deduction games. Oh no, she'd probably do decent at those. I mean, I'm more thinking, like... Would Erica hate Sorry? Or Uno? I feel like Erica would hate Uno, right? No, Uno's got too much actual skill, even though it's not much. Yahtzee. Yeah, no, Yahtzee's probably would be the game Erica hates the most. Yahtzee would be the game Erica hates the most, I think. That feels about right. Alright, I won't lose this time. Maria, next question, please.
You have 1 large piece of cheese. As soon as sliced with a knife, you can split it into 2.
Scar on the score.
So what's the lowest number of slices you make to cut into 8 parts?
Huh? Oh, I know this. Oh, I know this one. So I guess I'll stay quiet this time. George, acting like the dote he was, set a mood that would prevent people from answering right away even if they knew the answer, and in effect sending a warning to Erica. George, you don't know the answer, do you? You're just fucking doing this to stop Erica from being a bitch. Good move. Isn't that Erica understood as she averted her gaze, snorting derisively? To make 8 pieces, 4 slices would be enough, right? Don't be so foolish. Would only be a plus if that was the answer. I will admit, one of my problems with these I don't like logic puzzles, actually. I kind of dislike them a decent amount. That's mostly because I'm really bad at logic puzzles, essentially. You ask me to solve a mystery, I can come up with some ideas. You ask me to solve the mystery, but you formulate it as a logic question, and I'm probably gonna get tripped up massively. Like, that's just a personal weakness of mine in regards to this kind of stuff. That's right. Can Ace Attorney, can Professor Layton? Abso-fucking-lutely. I played the crossover game. The Layton sections were my fucking biggest issue. If by a massive mile.
こういうのは
These are usually set up so that smaller numbers than you'd expect is the answer.
言葉が決まっているしかし
I say, well, how exactly could it be done?
ああ、わかったわかった
No, got it. You only do it because it's cheese.
そうね。
True.
バースデーケーキでこれをやったら大喧嘩
You try to do it with the birthday cake, there'd be a huge fight. Oh, I guess theoretically, are you being asked for slices or are you being asked for... No, not hose, okay. I have no clue.
そうやな
That's right.
チーズな
Might be able to do this cheese, but you never got a cake like that, like this.
あかんな
Huh?
みんな答
Oh, you know the
分
answer?
かってんのかよくそ
Damn it, am I the only one who
俺
doesn't?
だけかよ
Fuck it. God damn it, I'm on Battler's level again.
あー、わかったぜ。
Oh, I got it!
なるほどね。
I sees everything
三次
three-dimensionally.
元で考えなきゃダメなんだ。
うわジェシカ
Oh,
まで
fuck, even Jessica? I don't get it. What do you have to
どうすりゃ
do?
いいんだ
I know the answer. Oh, god damn it.
書いてあるもん。
It's... Oh, fuck, I choked there for a second. I know the answer. It's written right here. Says the girl holding the answer book. God, that's fucking hilarious. You see, Peace Battler's competent again. That might be the funniest thing I've heard it today.
ほら、マリアだって答え見るまでわ
You
か
didn't
る
know the answer until you looked, right?
わかる
Can you work it out, Balakun?
なるほど
Ah, I figured it out as well.
これは
It's something
チー
you
ズだから
can do because it is cheese. Okay, I fucking don't eat cheese except grilled cheese sandwiches. I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Yeah!
南條
Even Dr. Nanjo gets it?
のかよひょっとして
Could it be,
俺だけ
I
が
don't
分
know
かっ
when he
てな
doesn't
い
get it?
バトラさん
If we tried cooking your brain a bit, it'd probably become flexible as cheese.
チーズみたいに柔らかになりそうですね。
ナイフはゼロ回で
It is not like use your slice with a knife and break it with your hands, right?
なわけねえぜ。
No way! Sister cheese that can only be cut with a knife.
ってことで。
チーズを立体的に想像するんだよ。
Think of the cheese in 3 dimensions.
難しいなら
If that's hard, I might be able to draw a picture on a paper
絵を描いて
napkin.
みるのもいいかもね。
On a paper napkin.
大きなチーズが
So
一個ある
you have one large piece of cheese, right?
それを
You use a knife to make it into 8 pieces. Oh, okay, I see now. Fuck, I got it now, I think. You cut it in the middle, then you cut it up top, and you... No, that's 4. Nope, I don't get it. Or, well, I guess in theory you could... Oh, hold on. If you do it diagonally, do you end up with that? I can't count in my head like this. This really is my weakness.
ナイフは直線じゃ
Can the
な
knife only cut in a straight line?
そうよ。
Yes, that's right.
ナイフは
Knife only cuts in straight lines. You know, that doesn't help.
まあ、
Oh, but here's a hint.
切り方は直線
You can only cut it in a straight line, but you're free to cut it
ど
when,
こを切るか
wherever you want. Okay, hold on. Get rid of cheese and think about it in the sense of... if you had a cube, if you had a 3D cube, is there any way to cut it in to 8 pieces? And what is a fused on a slice you can cut it into 8 pieces with? If you cut off the edge, you got 2. You cut it down the middle. You have 3. If you line them all up, you get 6, so no. Okay. Has chat figured this out and I'm being the battler in this case? I need to know. Try thinking of various ways to stick the knife in. I am. He's probably trying to think out of the box a bit.
バトラ君のお手並みを拝見だ。
Show us what you've got, Boundlakun. Okay, so you have a large piece of cheese. How many times does you cut it with a knife to make 8 pieces? The issue, of course, is it doesn't matter how you cut it the first time, you will result in 2 pieces. You can't change that, I'm quite sure, right? No matter what angle you cut it out, you're dividing it in half. That's guaranteed. I think you might... Why do I keep thinking that you might be able to get done in 3? So you take it, you cut it diagonally, you have 2. You layer them on top of each other, you cut that, you have 4. You split it all up into... You line it all up together into pieces, and give it one more cut across all of that, you got 3. And you got more than... Like, I guess... That's the only way I can think about it. So I'm guessing 3? Can be done in fewer cuts than that? They didn't say that it was something that could be done because it was cheese. If it was worth the gate, you really wouldn't be allowed to do this.
Cheese.
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 Something you can do because it's cheese. Oh.
Oh.
Oh! I've got it! It's totally tricked. This is something you can think about with a stiff head. Seems like you finally hit it on. Finally hit on it. Hopefully it's the right answer. So let's get the cheese with anything except the knife, right? The knife's only able to cut in straight lines, right? Oh, fuck. You know, you got... I think it's 3, because... It has to be 3, right? Like, unless you layer them on top... No, I don't think no matter what angle you cut the first 2 cheeses at, you could ever get it down to 2. You can get it down to 3 without much problem, but I don't think you can get it down to 2. There aren't any other rules, right? Right?
Ew, not really.
Alright, then that's gonna be it. Ooh, that was that one. That was like a riddle. You want it anywhere, just cut down from the top. You can make 2 cuts from the top to get 4 pieces. You keep it like that and cut it across the side, into upper half and lower half to get 4 times 2 equals 8 pieces. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, so what? You make 2 cuts from the top to get 4 pieces. Okay, so it is 3. God, if I had a 3D model of a cube here that I could show you, I would show you how to do it, and it fucking looks stupid as shit. That is not... Once again, when I solve the puzzle, I don't think about it like a traditional person. I'm like, ah, yes, I cut it diagonally, then I stack them on top of each other, then I set everything in a straight line, and then I cut it one more time, and I do it. I mean, I'm technically right, but, you know, that's stupid. It's nice you can't reach unless it's three-dimensionally. In other words, the correct answer is 3. Uh-huh?
そうなのか
Really?
俺1回だと思って
I thought the correct answer was 1. I'm gonna get a drink while I try to contemplate what the fuck Bowser's about to say. Okay, what the fuck do you mean, Battler? What kind of magic do you use? There's no one in the world you can manage it with 1.
これはなぞなぞじゃなくて
This isn't a riddle, it's just a normal math problem. Huh?
そうなのか
Really? I thought the 3-cut method right away.
3回ってのはすぐに思いついたんだがそれじゃ
I figured that was too easy. I guess I tried to twist it too far. I mean, the only way I can think you could maybe do it is like if you abuse the fact that like Swiss cheese has fucking holes in it. Maybe you could abuse that fact to like get what you want.
バトラの答えの方が5分の答えより少ない。
Balor's answer's smaller than the one in the book.
バトラが
Is Balor right?
ええ、そうです。
Yes, he is.
バトラさんが正解。
Balor's son is right.
正解は1回。
The right answer is 1 slice.
Battler was happy that someone had confirmed his answer. However, at some point, Erica's face had lost its cheeriness.
私以外に1回と答えられる人間がいて、それが
To think that a human other myself would answer 1? That'd be you of all people.
エリカも答えは1回なのか
Your answer was 1 too, Erica.
どうやらお前も相当ひねくれてるみたいだな
I guess you were also thinking pretty far outside the box.
1個のチーズと聞いて、その形状を決めつけるのは実に愚かしいことですので。
It would be truly foolish to arbitrarily decide the shape just because you heard it was a piece of cheese.
できるわけないわ
That's impossible.
お姉ちゃんの勘違い
Only Chan got it wrong, didn't he? Is this an example of when the goat goat truth is weaker? Because think about it like this, okay? Hold on, okay, actually, let's take a step back and think about this for a second, okay? The answer in the book was 3. The author's intended answer for this question is 3. That means they likely, so, okay, as I said, take a step back and think about it like this. The golden truth is stronger than the red truth depending on, like, different factors. If the gold truth is dependent upon other people backing up a red truth, and that makes it into gold truth, then I guess in this case the problem is, even though the author has said it is 3 slices, there's no one backing that up. So while it is the absolute truth, it is weaker than the red truth of 1 slice, theoretically. Because, yeah, the Battler and Erica are wrong, insofar as in, that is not the intended... They have gone for an answer for something that isn't intended. Hum-da-dum-ba-bum. Great, now I'm questioning my life and the universe and everything. You don't think that's how red and gold works? I don't have anything going on it either way, so I'm going with this idea for now, essentially. But I'm also just thinking, like, yeah, Erica and Battler are wrong because they've gone about this in a way that no one had intended it for it to be gone about. Sure, you can answer 1, but if you can say any shape you want, then essentially you're allowed to go, fuck you, it's a triangle with 2 hypotenuses with perfectly cut inside, with a hollowed out inside, so that way when I cut it once, it comes out into whatever shape I want. It's like, yeah, I guess you could, but in that case, you're just forcing a scenario where your answer becomes true. That's kind of dumb, essentially. How can you cut it into 8 pieces with less than 3 slices? You see, it's a hollowed out dimensional triangle. What you're wondering is what the greater pertinence towards mystery here is. I mean, I gave my idea about the red truth and stuff, but you know. How foolish, Shadow Man. It says to cut into 8 pieces, in order to say they have to be of equal size. Yeah. My solution didn't make it equal sizes either, but it still ended up with 8. Or 3 slices. It's still impossible. You cut it with something other than a knife? The rule says that only a knife can cut it, and that the knife can only cut it in a straight line. Like, no matter what, if the cheese is 1 solid piece, and not something with, like, not a strange fucking abominational piece, like... I guess in theory, if you took, like, you know, string cheese... If you took a string cheese and you squashed it up and then you could cut it in 1 and get 8 pieces. In theory, sure. But isn't that kind of fucking stupid? However, turn around, the rules do not say anything besides that. In fact, the shape of the cheese is never specified. I get it. When you all heard was a large piece of cheese, you thought of a flat cylinder like camemberts. No, you know what? I'm gonna blame the fact that I don't have cheese on this one. I was thinking about sliced cheese, like the kind you might put on your toast for breakfast. After all, I don't usually have anything to do with a lot of cheese that you cut with a knife. The shape of the cheese isn't specified in the rules. Mistake by the one who made the book. I won't. Okay, that's twisting the work of the author in some fucking demented way I do not like. Like, unironically, I don't like that idea. Like, if the author, like, that's almost going like, oh no, the author's wrong. Why? Well, my solution works too. It's like, okay, that isn't the intended. Technically, you'd be correct, but at the same time, the author has given this with an idea in mind, and just because you thought of some way out of it doesn't mean that you're right. Just because you found a way to make 2 equals 3 doesn't mean 2 is the right answer, you know? They still meant for it to be 3 equals 3.
Ooh. There is! Right here!
As Erica guessed, the book Maria held had an illustration of a piece of cheese as Erica described. The cheese of this shape, 3 sides really would be the correct answer. Okay, that even goes fucking further in. No, you two are wrong. Well, fuck, are you trying to gaslight me here? You could be right, but you ain't. You cut it into a plus pattern from the top to make 4 pieces. Then come to the side, double that, and make 8 pieces. However, since the illustration hadn't been shown, the iteration of the cheese has been left to the answer. That's right. The problem with Satan never said anything about what the cheese's shape was or how flexible it was. My fucking head's already starting to hurt. God damn it. Okay. Let's go back and think. What are you trying to tell me, game? What are you trying to tell me?
Exactly. See, the valid stand was the more flexible one when it comes to both brains and cheese. I don't get it. How's doing a sliced cheese let you cut into 8 parts with a single knife slice?
You know, I don't know either, but when I think about it, like, if you can do it with any fucking cheese, then yeah, string cheese is your easiest one to go with. You squash it up into fucking into a sine wave, you cut it, and then you get what you want. You've got enough pieces, you do that.
Why not try with a paper napkin? Pretend it's a sliced cheese.
Or that. That works too, I guess. I think string cheese is an easier example than fucking that. It's like this. Folded accordion style. How many times do you need to fold to make 8 sections?
6 times.
To fold accordion style, you alternate between upwards and downwards folds. Which on this 6 times looks like the side of an accordion. With the normal cheese, it would break if you try to fold it like this. Well, the rules say the cheese can't break unless you use a knife, right? Okay, how does the fuck does this relate to a locked room? Or a fucking logic error? I feel like I'm reading foreshadowing about logic errors, and I've not quite got the brain capacity after my lack of sleep to figure this shit out. God damn it.
Yes, no problem there. I know this is magic cheese that can only cut by the knife.
After folding it, you start at the top and make it cut right down the middle. You're right. To be honest, you're stunned by the foreshadowing as well, and you're a witch? Oh, that is not a good feeling then. Oh, fuck. There are 8 parts.
Oh, wait a sec. The parts aren't equal this way, right?
I mean, that's fine. No one had like, even my solution didn't have anything else. The answer's interpretation of the puzzle can supersede the author's when information isn't fully presented. I assumed it was something like that. Like, I assumed it was Death of the Author bullshit arc. I'm just kind of trying to figure out how that relates to the logic error, essentially. Because my gut feeling is this is about the logic error that comes up later. But my question was, how does death of the author fucking affect the logic error shit? You know? Like, that's my immediate thought. Like, how the fuck? Like, I guess I'll fucking go into this because we're here. I actually have a decent amount of problems with death of the author when you know what the author's intended. Like, if you know what the author's intended answer is, and yet you still try to apply death of the author, then you're kind of just being a douche, I feel, to the author. It's like, the author says, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. And it's like, oh, well, no, actually, you're wrong. It's like, bitch, I'm saying what the fuck I'm trying to do, and you're really just going, nah, I'm wrong? Like, no, fuck off. Death of the author applies when you don't know what the author actually desires. Then it's fine, in my eyes. But when the author really is telling you right there and then, no, this isn't Nazi propaganda, you fucker. It's like, wow, yeah, no, no, shut the fuck up. Like, they're telling you, they're telling you the meaning. Take their word for it. God damn it. Sorry, this is something that bothers me a shit ton. I have heard people try to use death of the author to just dismiss what an author's actual intentions are, because, like, yeah, look, I can come up with my own intentions, and they're valid. It's like, fuck off. You don't think it's Ballard foreshadowing the logic error unless he intends the logic error? He's a storyteller? Oh, no, I think this is a story. I think this is foreshadowing for the reader, like us, actually. I don't think this is Ballard doing the foreshadowing here.
Oh, the questioner said it was cut into 8 pieces.
Death of the author is real useful when the author isn't dead. God, the fucking irony, Dark Bits. As a Dutchman, a slice of goated cheese was the first thing you thought of. Is that the one with all the holes in it? I can see you making some funky shit with that. Why would Bowther... So you end up with one as well. Huh. Actually, I totally put themes of blank in my work when I wrote. Bitch, no you didn't. I mean, it can be helpful but you have to actually, like, I feel like that works still. It's like, oh, the author meant that this was it. Meant to put this theme in their work. It's like, you still take into consideration what the author says in that case. You still, like, go, like, hold on, this is what the author says. Let me try analyzing the story with that theme in mind. Does the story back this theme up? You know, that works. But when the author says, this is about this, and then you just ignore it, that's not how death of the author should be applied in my eyes. That's like going, fuck you, I don't care what you're saying, instead of, let me think about what you're saying and see if it actually applies. You're no longer thinking about anything, you're just going and saying, you're just ignoring something instead. God, I've thought about this shit way too much. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, this gets off track fucking hardcore.
Well, we changed that way you phone it. It's possible to make them all equal sizes. I want to confuse your stiff-headed P with the explanation.
Fahrenheit 451, author said it was about 50 different things during his life. Okay, then you look through all of that, you try and figure out which, you look, like, if you want a proper analysis in that case, you look through all of it, you look through the things he said, you see if they apply, if what he's saying is about doesn't actually fit with the writing, and then you figure out, like, okay, hold on, no, he said this, but going based off the actual text, this part isn't supported. Although thing you thought was string cheese, but some people are getting nibbles at most. I was thinking about the string cheese too when I was like, it can be something else. It's like, oh, so string cheese 1, okay, I get it now. But, like, if your death of the author, if it was supposed to be applied to, like, and analyze something, it's to get more information out of it. You're not using death. If you use death of the author, just dismiss opinion out of hand without analyze, like what the author is saying out of hand, I feel like you're screwing something up. If the author is saying it's about this, you should take their word at it and then see if that actually applies. If this story is about reincarnation, well, fucking look at it through that thematic lens. Does it actually apply, or is it nonsense? Like, that's what it should be. You shouldn't go... you shouldn't be like, this story is about cocaine and hookers, and they're just like, no, it fucking isn't. It's about reincarnation. Nah, I'm right. It's cocaine and hookers. It's like, no, then you're being a shitter. I need to fucking move on. I'll be stuck in this topic forever if I don't fucking stop talking about it. Oh. For a while, everyone was stunned. Balor reached a far better answer than 3 by thinking of the problem as a riddle. Eric had already known both answers and even spotted a mistake made by the book. The others could do nothing but stare at those two in surprise.
Incredible. So we were the stiff-headed ones? What a failure.
We were thinking in 3 dimensions. But it looks like Balor and Eric were thinking 1 dimension higher. Yeah, but they were both still wrong in the end.
Seems the game with the witch has toughened you up quite a lot. Plus, without specified rules, in other words, all things not covered by the red truth, I'll have to the observer's interpretation.
By the way, I'm calling it now, considering this. Erica's going to abuse the death of the author like a fucking bitch. She's going to abuse the shit out of that concept so much. And I'm already dreading it.
It's the most basic methods for constructing gaps in the witch's locked rooms.
What are you talking about? Is that a quote from some novel?
Well, let's call that caught for now, shall we? Anyway, I guess this means that all your brains are as stiff as rock hard cheese.
Without any sign of restraint, Erica looked at everyone and laughed sarcastically. Yeah. Only Maria didn't notice the venom laugh as she happily turned to the next page. Oh no, it's a fucking water one. I'm not good at these either.
Ew! Then on to the next problem.
Welcome to math class, everyone. How are you doing today? God damn. God damn it.
You have 3 cups and 6 coins. Split up the coins so there's 1 coin in 1 cup and 2 coins in another cup and 3 coins in 3rd cup. Ew! Oh, wait a sec, that's easy.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't really paying enough attention. What the fuck is the riddle in this one? Oh, my brain's ready to work again? No. You have 3 coins and 6 cups. Split up the coins so there's 1 coin in 1 cup, 2 coins in another cup, and 3 coins in 3rd cup. Okay, call me an idiot. What's the actual problem in this one? It's sounds like instructions rather than like any actual puzzle. It's like, do this. Okay, but what's beyond that? Why would I do that? I don't get it. What?
Wait a sec, that's easy. Just take 1 coin from the first cup, 2 in the next one, and 3 in the last one, and you're done. However, can you do the same thing with only 5 coins? Ew! Here's another cliched problem. Don't tell me y'all need to wait several perfect seconds on a problem like this.
By now, Erica was gazing around with an unpleasant look, acting in a manner that was completely inappropriate both for a guest and some of her age. No longer a guest who would be saying into the storm past. If you're to annoying guests, you wouldn't leave them to the storm past. Everyone thought this, but they wouldn't even say it aloud. Okay, you know what? I'm enjoying these puzzles just for everyone realizing how shitty Erica is. This is great. No killings have even happened yet, but everyone agrees Kiskaro is a little shitter. Oh, right. Speaking of promised coins, I think you can tell whether someone's good with chopsticks or not by seeing if they can pick up coins with them. Also, hold on. You actually presented that as a problem. I'm kind of confused. Oh, okay. Stack the cups together. Got it. Okay. Right? It's something like that, I imagine. You have to stack the cups together so that way you end up with one cup has one... Yeah, no, I guess, yeah. Okay, yeah, you put... If you have 5 coins, you put... You do something, I don't quite know immediately, but I'm just like, oh, stack the cups. I assume there's something about that you can do to get what you want. That feels about right in my gut.
Chopsticks! That's my only personality! Yes, chopsticks, that's right! Chopsticks are the most elegant utensil on the planet! This is...
Is that the only personality besides bitch that fucking Bernie gave you, Erica? Holy shit.
Poking things and chopping them up with forks and knives is so barbaric! Chopsticks are the best!
George comes in handy sometimes. You know, past episode fucking 4, George has been decent. I mean, he was dead for most of the last episode, but you know what? He's still been decent. Imagine some motherfuckers.
Period using chopsticks is truly an art!
Jessica was about to say, isn't a chopstick just a stick? But stopped herself just in time. If she said that, she'd probably end up the first one dead again. And she didn't want that this time. Oh wait, she wasn't supposed to know that. Ooh, well. I realized it was best to let George take control for now.
I have some change here, so would you like to challenge me? I'm pretty good with chopsticks!
Yeah, that's right! We trained George very well with chopsticks. True. Now will be a challenge. Ones up ring shows in their table manners. Erika-san was very impressive herself.
I need some coins too. I'll probably have more fun with them. More of them.
Jessica,
Watch closely and learn. Cram it already! Alright, let's go!
you think about the cheese puzzle as being asked by Maria instead of being asked by the author of her puzzle book, the lack of illustration would make Bowser and Erica's answer better. It would, but the problem, of course, is that it was asked by the author of the puzzle book, not Maria. I get what they're saying, but, like, I do think they're technically... I do dislike their answers just because it goes against... There is a single definitive answer, mathematically even, and not even opinion-wise, and it's still being shown as, like, well, fuck you. It's not death of the author that you're certainly not given the info. I'll grumble about it, but I suppose you're right.
I see him with the most coins over their plate.
Also, my head's starting to hurt. Holy shit.
Bring it on! Chopsticks, chopsticks!
What the fuck is it with this behavior? This time, George has steered the conversation to a good direction. Everyone else understood, and they helped to egg on this chopstick fight and change the subject. They were fully aware by now that Erica was extremely proud of her intelligence. Apparently she had a bad habit of using that to look down on other people. She spun her chopsticks around her fingers to the dexterity of a stage position. Okay, that's actually kind of impressive. Like, I know it's a simple skill, but like, you know, fucking finger dexterity is kind of neat. Staring at the coins scattered the table like a dog waiting for a bridge to eat the food placed before them. You can see the cheese puzzle is another Shannon Cannon Beatrice hint. Anything not in red is up to observed tradition. One cut into multiple pieces, stuff like that. Oh, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. I might have a difficult time seeing like that solely because I'm so, like, the way we determine that they're probably the same, they're extremely likely the same people is a bit strange, but I feel like it makes sense for us. The unsettling sound of the wind had blended in with the sound of rain, resembling the howl of some monstrous beast. Just when it seemed to be crying out sadly, it would suddenly turn to a roar and round the window, striking up even more fear and unease within me. No time again. No time again. Light from the hallway poured in through the thin crack of the slightly open door, and it seemed to carry with it the laughter that was warm and happy, but very distant. I'm sure everyone's in the dining hall or somewhere having a good time. I want to go there as soon as I can. I'm sure my family will be there. I hate being all alone in a place like this. Dad? Mom? I stubbornly tried again and again to open the door. Mercer's change just wouldn't let the door open any further than that crack. On the contrary, feeling this close to a way out just made me more impatient. Gulping, ignoring, and trying to ignore the fear lurking behind me, I quietly closed the door. The light coming out of the crack is just a trap. This is an iron shackle, trying to keep me locked in here for eternity by making me think I'm just an inch away from getting out of the door that would never actually open. I need to get out of this creepy room as soon as possible. When I closed the door, all that filled the room was that eerie sound of wind and rain. The way the wind picked up every now and then shook the wooden frames, felt like a monster in a cage shaking the bars. I was so scared of the monster I couldn't help but divert my gaze from the windows. Gotta search. If I can't get out of the door, I need to find another way out. Who is this? They mentioned mom and dad this time, so I assume it has to be like Jessica, George, Battler. Not Maria, really. Probably not Shannon or Cannon. Maybe? He's not here, but maybe Sakataro? In some fucking weird-ass way, maybe Sakataro? Because it's got the witch scene aura. So maybe, but like, that'd be a tiny bit weird, I think. Just to the side of the door was a closet. There's only enough space inside to hang overcoats. Of course, it didn't connect anywhere outside the room. If this were hide and seek, I'd probably be fun to hide in there. However, inside this great room, it would be no better than stepping into my own coffin. If I go in there, maybe I won't be able to get out of the closet next. This nonsensical fear sent a massive shiver up my spine. I closed the door in a hurry. Closed the closet door in a hurry. There's one door left. The bathroom? When opened, there was a bath and a toilet. Of course, there was no exit. There wasn't even any windows. If I turned the faucet, water would probably come out, then disappear down the drain and flow outside. I couldn't get out that way. Once I went into the bathtub with a stopper pulling out the drain and smashed my flesh and bones to bits. I feeling that this was the only way out. So the black stopper and the bathtub drain looked extremely terrifying. I tried a lot of things, both mentally and physically, but there's really no way of getting out of through the bathroom. All that was left were the windows. The view of the windows was pitch black darkness. The fierce winds and rains were slamming against the glass. The darkness on the other side of the window may have been unsettling. I didn't really care where I went as long as it was outside this room. You know what? I'm actually going to take a character off my suspects list. It isn't Battler. It's very unlikely to be Battler because Battler would not call Kiri his mom. Under most circumstances, he doesn't end up calling Kiri his mom, so I don't think it would be the person we're seeing here as him. I don't think that quite jives with everything we know about Battler. So that takes off one person who might be here. However, the window was clamped shut. Right down the middle of the window, which were made to swing open like a set of double doors, were several ugly metal clamps. It was even more unnerving than the chain on the door, like a rough operation scar on some bizarre monster. The wind and rain slammed against and shook the window frame, making it creak loudly. However, unlike the door, this wouldn't open even a crack. I've had enough. Get a restaurant ready. What the hell is going on with this room? Enough of this creepy room. Enough. I also go outside except by the doors and windows. Here's that thick door. The windows look like it might be possible to break. I'll smash it. If I swing the chair at the door... If I swing a chair at it, the glass will probably break. I might even smash the window grid dividing up the window. All I need to do is make a gap large enough to slip through. I grabbed a fancy-looking antique chair and headed back to the window. I smashed the chair against it. Over and over. The glass smashed with a violent sound. The frame groaned and creaked. I hit it again and again. Over and over. I can just break through this wooden frame. Damn it. What the hell? Even though all the glass has been smashed apart. Even though the cold rain is blowing in and tormenting me, I just can't get that frame to break. They aren't all iron bars. Just a delicate wooden mesh. Trash enough to make that creaking sound, so why doesn't it break? No, wait, maybe it's close to breaking. If I try tying it from the angle instead of just smashing it head on. I stuck my left hand outside through one of the holes in the broken window, grabbing from the front with my right hand, trying to break by shaking it around from both sides. My left hand started to grow ice cold from the frigid winds and rain. As I shook the fragments of glass staying out from the broken frame poked in my wrist, and I was soon stained with blood. But if I can just get out of here, this much pain is no big deal. But I can't get out. I'm stuck. It won't open. I can't break it. More violently, I shook the frame. More of the glass fragments toward my left wrist, causing me intense pain. Wait, what? Ow! Hurriedly, as the glass fragments frame grew larger and more spiky. So the ugly beast was trying to chew my hand off with glass teeth. It's not my imagination. They're actually arguing along before my very eyes. Oh, they're chewing my hand to bits! Tried to zoom my hand out, but it already been dug deep into my wrist and I couldn't move it. I pulled all my strength, but it hurts more and more. The glass didn't even budge. What the hell? Damn it, let go! My right fist, I hit the glass over and over, attempting to break it. That just hurts my right fist as well and did nothing to release my other hand. Just then, my left hand was still stuck outside and exposed to the rain, brushed against something slimy. Oh, what? It couldn't have been a leaf blown about by wind or anything like that. I mean, it felt just like the touch of someone's rain-soaked hand. And it closed tightly around my left hand. I felt the 5 fingers knew that some person out of the darkness was touching my left hand. And yes, I know who it is. It's the witch. Towering witch who controls Rokujima's night. The two hands soaked in the freezing rain gently caressed my left hand. However, though I couldn't tell this was happening from the touch, I couldn't see anything outside the darkness. Then, it felt about my fingers and bent my ring finger upwards. Ow! It's gonna break! It's gonna break! At that moment, I saw something in darkness for the first time. It was white. This darkness grinned and bared its white teeth. Then, that mouthful of eerie white teeth approached my bent finger and opened wide. It started laughing at me from the darkness. After its creepy mouth, it twisted upwards in a huge grin. I had a horrible idea of what it might be trying to do to my finger. A shiver ran up my spine. Just as much as I could, but the fangs of glass just wouldn't release my left hand. And then, give my finger a playful nibble. It bit down hard, crushing bone and tearing away flesh all at once, and bit it off. Crunch, rip, tears, squelch, splat. Oh, what the fuck is happening? The fuck is what? I am what? I don't what? What? Ah, man, I had a headache from fucking playing the game normally. I can't think. My brain is not in the thinking form it needs to be in for this shit. Did I hear something just now? I think I heard it too. Sounds like a clunk. Probably just the wind hitting a window. This is a beautiful mansion after all. We'll probably find out in the answer arc. I'll be dead by then. We can't wait that long. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. I remember spending a lot of nights all scared that the witch really was walking around the mansion. I was a brat 6 years ago. Ooh, exists! Beatrice exists! What's on the other end of this hallway? There are guest rooms there, but they aren't being used now. Yeah. After all, we have the guest house now. Heard that we would always stay in these guest rooms. Yeah, I remember too. I saw the guest house today. I was surprised at how beautiful it was. That's because it was just built. Wish I could move on my own room over there. Shannon, Erica's San's room is in the guest house too, right? Yes, we have a room for her in the guest house. And you say this guest house is a good distance away from the mansion. No matter what kind of trouble happens, we won't be able to hear what's going on in one or the other. Is that on detective mode? When all of us wake up tomorrow, everyone says good morning to each other, sounds as though we'd be disappointed. True. But if you trust our number, have him thin by tomorrow morning. Right? That was creepy, but allow me to guide you to the guest house. Those were apparently about to begin a conversation they didn't want the kids to hear. The real family conference was about to start. As the kids and Erica followed Shannon on their way to the guest house, they passed through the entrance hall. Looks like it's pouring down its hearts right now. Wouldn't we better watch TV or something in the parlor until it dies down a bit?
Mama said to go back to the guest house. Have to go or she'll get mad.
Oh. Oh, fucking poor Maria. We'll be way more relaxed over in the guest house. Screw dealing with the grumpy voices and faces of our parents. Looks like everything's falling into place. Erica gave an openly indiscreet look on her face.
I'll go prepare some umbrellas for everyone. Please wait here. Oh, just a moment. I've been curious for a while. Who might the lady in the portrait be? Oh, to be honest, I already know that it's Bito's portrait. So we silly more past in the last game, which is no fun at all.
Erica whispered herself, but of course no one heard her.
This is the master's benefactor, Beatrice-sama.
I've heard that she gave grandfather vast quantity gold. Means she's thankful that for me his family's revival. She's just a witch of grandfather's delusions. This here ghost walks in the court of the mansion every night. Hey, quit it. That story always freaked me out when I was a little so much I couldn't stand being in the mansion at night. Oh right, that's true. Now, 6 years later. I totally forgot, but looking at that portrait on, I can feel that old fear coming back a bit. You know what? I have a portrait kind of like... Okay, I'm not bad alert. Let's start that off. I kind of have a portrait like this in my house too. It's a portrait of like an old general dude, and when I used to be a kid, I used to run up the stairs to get past this and on the stairway. But then, as I grew older, I was like, I didn't start running past it anymore. I still can't look at it worth a damn because it is really creepy, but I get what Battler's saying here. I get him.
Ew! Beatrice isn't scary.
Beatrice isn't scary, she says in front of Beatrice.
At least as long as you respect her. If you don't... Right? Right, Shannon? Yes.
Oh, Shannon just buying there. It's funny as shit to hear that being said. God, I love this.
That rumor does exist among the servants as well. Rumors about servants patrolling the night glimpses mysterious silhouettes or gold butterflies. Oh yeah, wasn't that one from last year or the year before that? Put up the stairs and got so badly injured they quit?
You know, I keep wondering, is that servant gonna ever come up again? Because like that's a servant that we hear about like at least thrice, and I'm just wondering like, are they anyone we know? Are they? I don't know. I don't know if they're just an example of fucking something else in the mansion. I don't know what their relationship to anything is.
Wasn't there a rumor that was Beatrice's curse?
Doesn't go like a ghost story trying to scare Erica, but Erica just laughed disdainfully.
なんだよ、
Come on, that's creepy.
ただの事故だ
It's probably just an accident, right? I just realized, by the way, that technically speaking, if Erica plays her cards right, she's gonna have Game Piece Battler as like an ally, right? Because Game Piece Battler is probably still gonna be like, nah, witches don't exist. So, funnily enough, she might have an ally in the form of Battler against Battler. What a fucking situation, huh?
偶然だろ
Just a coincidence.
おじい様がこ
It happened just after Grandfather had his portrait hung there, so it's probably the year before last.
確か
In fact, if I remember right, this is very staircase I sure fell down, right?
怪我をしたんだよね
You think player Battler can control Game Piece Battler? I wouldn't be surprised if he can, but I will admit, I find the thought very funny of Battler beating Battler. I don't know, that just makes me laugh. I don't think it's likely, but I find the idea funny. Yep. After all, this insanely huge portrait really stands out. After it was put up, everyone was talking about what it might be. And then when the accident happened afterwards, people started calling it Beach's curse. So, these ghost stories about Beaches started after the portrait was displayed? No. The rumors about Beach's son was ghost walking around have been around even before that. However, I think those stories grew in number after the portrait was put there. Before then, even though they had heard about the witch Beatrice, they didn't have an actual distinct picture in their heads of what she'd be like. I imagine this portrait made the picture distinct for them, straining the rumors even more. So, who started all this talk about the witch Beatrice in the first place? Grandfather? You got a rage and starting about my beloved witch Beatrice! Until we saw the portrait, we had no idea what she'd look like. So surprised that you get one or two ghost stories with a creepy portrait like this hanging around. You always get ghost stories crumbling around things like a portrait of Beethoven in the music room or the statue of the founder. True. Given that people have been spending time in an Oakland mansion like this with the sun, wind, and rain constantly present in the background, it doesn't surprise that a few ghost stories have arisen. Well, it's nothing more than a ghost story, a fancy, a fairy tale. What's less than the usual drivel of a half-sleeping nitwit? Erica looked up at the portrait and smiled at it defiantly. Seemingly sour, as though she felt this smile was disrespectful to Beto. Beatrice exists! You say things like that, you definitely feel the curse of the witch! Oh, how frightening. Please curse me if you can, Beatrice. So we find you mysteriously dead next morning and be the start of the witch's murder case. You're the detective, right? Wouldn't having a detective get killed off in the beginning be a little too radical? That would be troubling. What I would pay to fucking have her be offed early. That would get in the way of the crime scene inspection. Your dead body? I see, even the knocks frozen for the detective being killed. I have something good! It's a charm that protects you from Beach's curse! Now, I know you don't believe in Beatrice for worth a damn, honestly, but like, Erica, listen to me here. It'd be actually kind of badass if you took Maria's charm and you died, because then by virtue you can prove that Beatrice wasn't involved, because that charm was supposed to protect you from Beatrice, you know? Come on, it'd be, like, if you died like that, I'd actually have a bit of respect for you. Come on, so please die like that. A charm? You have a charm for something like that? Oddly specific. At fishing on her bag, Maria pulled out a string of beads attached to a medal that had a scorpion drawn on it. Looks like a cheap prize from an arcade or something. What are these? Valor already did the double fake out back in episode 1 with the charms. Yeah, he did, but I think it would be kind of like, look. I know we'll be repeating Battler's trick, but I would respect Erica just the tiniest bit if she died, if she went one step beyond it and died while holding it, you know? That'd be one step beyond.
Ew! They're magic repelling charms! Their effect is very weak, but if you use them, you'll definitely be able to avoid Beatrice's curse all night long. I've heard that Spireware is also useful for repelling magic. Ew! Beato's avatar's butterfly, so that's probably why she doesn't like spiders.
Oh, hey, you remember? It's like she was this evil spider crawling up. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it now. Erica's the spider. Explains why I hate her. Huh? Wasn't that evil spirits of Akujijima that were weak against that? Kumasawa-san knows a lot about that sort of thing. Witches and evil spirits? This is getting a bit interesting. Would you mind telling me about it in a little more detail when we get the chance? Here are your umbrellas. It's still raining very hard outside, so please take care. Shan handed the umbrellas she had brought. Everyone headed towards the front door. After that, when there were none left standing in front of the portrait, a gold butterfly appeared. Then expanding out into a spray of gold. Then expanding out into a spray of gold, it took a human form. In the hall, empty now that the children had left. Bio stood alone and silent, looking up at her own portrait. Without doubt, the figured pig there was like her as an image in a mirror. However, it felt as though its eyes and expression were just a little different from hers. From her perspective, while the person in this portrait was almost infinitely close to herself, it was surely a different person entirely. Who are you? Oh yeah, this Beeto's gonna have to kill people before morning, isn't she? I mean, is there anything saying you gotta kill anyone before morning? I don't think there's any rules about, like, when the killings gotta start, theoretically, so, like, she might be fine. Maybe. Very vaguely, possibly, she'll be fine. Please tell me what kind of person you are. Beto had already finished reading the fragments from Featherine's archive that showed the tales of all the games so far. However, the witch called Beatrice who had depicted in them had been so vastly different from her. At the very end, it had looked as though the witch and Balor had connected just a bit as adversaries. For the most part, Beto had been bullied and bullied Balor in nearly all the tales. Even though this was about her, she had no idea why Beatrice had tormented Balor so much when she had supposedly been born for Balor's sake. All she had learned from Feathering's archive was that former Beetle was a completely different person who defied understanding. Oh, what happened to you? I'm an egg of you. A chick. Your wings should have existed for father's sake. I just when did you have one of those torn off and end up so drastically different? They'd also been listening to the conversation Bao and the others had just been having. Beaters can't handle scorpion charms? Beaters can't deal with spider webs. It wasn't as though she'd like to touch either of those she had the choice, but I don't think bad would happen if she did. Was being perfectly fine around those proof that she wasn't Beatrice? Even though it was about herself, she didn't understand at all. So she quietly gazed into her own special eyes in the portrait. It felt as though the truth hid behind those eyes. Io slowly approached the portrait, and then she lightly touched it. When she did, it felt as though the portrait rippled slightly. Yes, this is a doorway. Doorway to a long path that would lead her to the Golden Witch Beatrice. Io felt a bit dizzy. She lost her balance, feeling as though the world was twisting around her. Then she couldn't tell which way was up or down, and was swallowed downwards. With a soft, watery sound, Io was sucked into the portrait. We are not playing Mario 64! And that seemed as good a time as any to end it then. That's already. This is already to be proving to be like one hell of a chapter. I'm enjoying myself so far. This is fun. I will admit my brain is not in the best of states, so thinking does fucking hurt, but otherwise, enjoying it. Very, very much enjoying what we're having. Anyway. Thank you all again for coming to today's live stream. If there's live coming, suggest you subscribe, make a notification bell so where I'm streaming. If you like thinking about the video, leave a like. If you have any comment, leave a comment down below. And share the stream around with whoever you think might be interested. But until next time, until the next times, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. And I'm gonna say goodbye.